Welcome back to our channel. It's been 10 years.
Been like 3 months, huh?
We're gonna do a mukbang.
We got McDonald's.
Still kind of sick. Blame it on everyone else for coughing and not covering the face.
Okay, show them what we got. We got fries.
2 hot and spices, which is kind of old 10-piece chicken nuggets.
We also got a coffee, but it tastes like that. Tell them what we're gonna talk about today.
Can't remember.
Damn!
So,
did you ask for ketchup? We're gonna talk about how we met. Go.
just straight up coffee. The first time we met?
Yeah.
Back in high school?
We met back in high school.
Spanish class.
It was my freshman year. His sophomore year. No, sophomore year, yeah.
It was for Spanish class.
Yeah, it was for Spanish class. And we didn't start talking to each other until we got moved into the same group and we sat like next to each other.
She was always a hater too.
Me and my friend, which they knew each other, right?
Related.
Yeah,
Somehow.
they're related. And they knew each other, and she would always like kind of like talk, because he has a twin, so we would always like make fun of that.
And she has a twin also.
And she has a twin also, but she's the older twin. And since he's the younger twin, we would always pick on him for being, can I say it? The unwanted twin. But honestly, it was just messing around, and I always wanted to talk to him. Like, I was actually wanting to be friends with him, but he always, like, you never talked. Like, you were always so serious, and you always seemed like you didn't want to talk to me.
Yeah, she was always a hater.
But what did you think of me?
That you thought you were trying to be cool and shit.
Honestly, I was, but not because I was trying to impress you or anything, but I just was.
Just tried to get the attention from everyone.
And also, when I hang out with Marlene, we always mess around like that. So it was mainly her fault. But I would always tell her, like, I want to be friends with him, but he doesn't talk. Like, he seems so annoyed of me, and he seems like he doesn't want to be friends with me. Like, I would always tell her that. And she would be like, oh, I think he's annoyed of both of us and stuff like that. And
nothing happened that year.
Nothing happened. COVID hit, and he was a senior, and I was a junior.
But before that, I got hired at a job called Panda Express my junior year. I worked there my junior year, and then senior year came, and I was still working there.
And that's when COVID hit.
Yeah. And again, we were back into the same Spanish class, but different, like, advanced. I was more advanced.
Yeah.
And it was during Zoom.
Yeah.
So one day,
when we were in the Spanish class, we had a group chat, and we would never talk to each other. Like, I would ask him, like, can you pass the homework and stuff like that. Like, we would text, but never text.
What did she say?
Like that. Like, it was always, like, with the homework. But we had the same Zoom class. And he was, like, very funny and stuff like that. Like, that's the first time, like, I knew, like, you ever talked. Because when we were in the Spanish class, he never talked.
it's my second year going to Panda. I'm already a senior. Me and her still in the same teacher, but more advanced Spanish this time during Zoom. And then one day I hear her saying that she has an interview. And keep in mind, I was always not paying attention to like school during COVID. I would just leave I would leave the Zoom and go to work right away. And then one day I go in, right, and this manager is in the onboarding process. And then I look at her and then like, oh, she looks familiar.
And he kept staring
and I stared
at
her, but I couldn't find out who it was.
Like, it was like a deep stare too. Like, you just kept looking, and then like I kept laughing because I knew who he was, but I don't think he knew who I was because. And
then I was like, Vanessa?
I was like, yeah. And then I laughed.
I had all the girls. I didn't even want them. I just had them. Got Panda everywhere. Anyway.
We just started talking to each other, and like, he was very funny. So then I started to grow feelings for him because we would always talk to each other, and I always thought he was so funny, and like he would just make me feel like bien, like era buena compañía. Like it was nice to talk to him and stuff. And oh, look at this one.
On mine.
Here. And it felt so nice, like being around him and like his jokes and everything. So I started to grow feelings for him. But he would always tell me of the girls he liked. But in particular, this girl.
So we were seniors, and I was just talking to this. I was telling her about this girl, and she was supporting it, so I didn't think of nothing. So I thought, oh, she's a friend.
supporting him because I was like, okay, if he doesn't like me, if he doesn't show that he's really interested, because me hablaba bien, like he would talk to me good, but he didn't show like he really liked me. You know, you could tell. So I was like, okay, if he's better off with someone else and he likes with someone else, then I'm gonna support him because I would want to see him happy.
I didn't notice this, but until later, but every time I go on my break, she'll be right in front of the table. I'll be like eating like this, and I'll look up and she'll be on her break or something right behind me every single time, but I never noticed it.
And it would be on purpose.
So I told her about this girl, and she's like, "Oh, you should ask her out," and this, and then stuff happened, but she was supportive, so I thought she was like just a friend.
So it didn't work out with her. Nothing happened, and then like a month later, he's working at another job, right? And I still liked
working
him.
At Panda, though. I'm still working.
Yeah, he was working 2 jobs at a time. I really liked him. We still kept talking the same, not texting a lot, right? And he comes and tells me that there's this girl that he liked. He showed me pictures. This girl looked like she had like 20 kids.
Not even.
She was older than him though.
She was like 21, and I was like 19 or 18.
You were not 19, you swear.
I was 18.
What did I say of that one? I don't remember.
I can't remember either. But she was supporting every single one of them.
Yeah, I was like, okay, we'll talk to her. Ask her to go out with you, like places, huh?
I don't know, something like that. Like a few weeks later, I told her about another girl. Man, she did not support us no more. She would always tell me, "Oh, I think he has a boyfriend." She always
Okay. It got to a point though. I think after the pistachio girl, which is where he worked at after. When he told me about the new girls, because era mujeriego, like he would always go for everyone. Dude, the pistachio thing was over. He told me about this girl he liked, but I just kept telling, oh, it's a boyfriend, she has a boyfriend, which it was true. All of them had a boyfriend, but I wouldn't support those. Oh yeah, so there was this other panda girl, which I didn't. Okay, so at that point I was kind of like, and I would see them always talking in the back, but I feel like at that point we would hit each other. I would hit him more that I liked him, and I would tell him, oh, listen to the song and stuff like that. And I would always try to make conversations with him in the back. But one day I caught him and her in the back talking in like a corner by themselves. Y que voy, and I tell the girl. Okay, so let's get into the most exciting part, but the camera died. No, not the camera died. It overheated. There you go.
The sun is hitting it from right there.
So I seen them or caught them in the back talking. I go because in that time I was like a lead or whatever, and I went to the back and I told her, instead of talking, mejor me saca la basura, or go take out the trash or whatever. And like she got mad, huh? It looked like she got mad, but I don't care.
Cause she was mad too.
I don't care. She would try to talk to you.
But then when girls talk to me, she'll be saying the same thing. Like, why are you talking to him? Go to work.
Because that's different. Yo y esa muchacha, like we would talk to each other, not good, but like más o menos. Like we would talk to each other más o menos, whatever. The other girl too. So I told him, if you keep talking to her, I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Remember when I told you that?
No.
No, you do remember because you got sad.
No, I didn't get no sad.
Well, he got sad that I told him that I wasn't gonna talk to him, and no, yes, it is true. So he kind of stopped talking to her, like ignoraba más, and over here I was like, wow, like deep inside, because I would see how you would ignore her, as you should. And then after that, it's when we started talking more. But it's because I told him that I wasn't gonna talk to him anymore if I seen him talking to her. Oh, and then one time I caught them again talking, and that's when I was like, I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. And then that's when he got upset.
So you just left off sad.
No, you were.
You left off.
You were sad.
No, you were the one crying.
But anyways.
No.
After that happened, we started talking more and we texted more.
And during October, they made like a group chat. This guy named Felipe, and they said every parent should reunite, because apparently this manager that was a girl was like leaving, and she was like the homie. And then so they made a group chat, and then they invited her. We went to eat tacos. That was the first time we were like together, like other than
outside of work.
Yeah, we went to the taco place. We went to eat at the taco place.
And the thing, it was a taco place. I was so upset because he didn't sit next to me in the table. He didn't. He sat with those other girls. I was so pissed because he sat over there and I was like all alone over here on the other side of the, like we were literally all retirados. Like he was right here and I was like over here. Before he left, I asked his brother, because his brother was sitting next to me. I asked him, ¿Ya se van? Y le hace, yeah, but you could tell Alan if he wants to stay longer. So I'm pretty sure he knew that you liked me.
We went to Applebee's for the second time. That was our second time being together, right?
Again, yeah. Again as a group.
As a group, and then we went to Applebee's and we went bowling right after that.
It was fun. We were together at the back, went bowling, because he doesn't know how to bowl.
The third time I took her was when she went back to school. I was already graduated, and that's when I would pick you up and you'd ditch school. And her mom would get mad at her.
At that point, we were already together. We liked each other, but he did it, no se animaba, right? To ask me out. He would pick me up from school, and I would ditch school. So, like, on Wednesdays, I wouldn't show up at all, whatever.
And they called her mom.
And then, like, they would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why are you not showing up to school? Whatever. Oh, he would pick me up from Panda. He would show up in my breaks. He would leave his school to come during my
and then
breaks.
she'll call out Panda, and when her parents would drop her off to Panda, and then she wouldn't even show up, and she'll go with me to, like, the mall and stuff.
In the night.
And then one time they caught her, and they got mad at her.
We were always together and stuff. And then one day, February 12th. 22. He asked me out to be his girlfriend.
No, she asked me out.
No, there's video. That's so cute. Can we put it?
No.
Please. I'm gonna put it on here because I'm gonna edit this video.
But that's how we met.
Hold on.
And now we have 10 houses.
Hold on.
I own a Lambo and a Ferrari.
Okay.
And I live in a mansion.
We would, go everywhere.
And then
I
we
would
stopped
always
because we started
ditch.
getting fat.
And
broke.
the parents found out. They were so mad at me because like I never told them that I was going out with like him or anything, so I got pissed. Now they like you and they're happy that I'm with you and stuff.
And now I'm gonna leave her.
But then we moved in together. What?
This is our last video together.
And then we moved in together because he told me like we should move in together.
Well, you're not gonna give them the whole life. The whole life.
Yes.
I was born in Reno, 2003 at exactly 3:25 p.m.
Like I said, then he met my parents after we moved in.
Like a year later.
Like a year? That asshole. He met my parents, and my parents like him now, and then
And then they support me more than her, so if I get her in trouble, then they
literally. It's always what he says, not what I say. We've now been here. We're successful. Also, the managers from Panda didn't want us to be together.
They said I was gonna treat her bad.
Yes, she would tell me. She would always tell me break up with him. Now we're together.
That's our story.
And we are
successful.
So ready to see what comes our way. Turn it up. I liked him. He liked me. He asked me out.
If you see this, put your name at the bottom, and see if and then so we can see who's the real ones.
Yes.
All right. Bye.
Bye.